Hello. Alright, winning, son. I'm winning. Hello. I just committed crimes against humanity in a kitchen. I made spaghetti. It was the most mid as fuck spaghetti I've ever eaten. Crimes! Let's go! We love committing crimes! Yeah, so welcome in. Hope y'all are having a lovely Tuesday. I just got home. Hell yeah. How was work? Oogie. Right now we're chilling. We're vibing. Just a chance to do nothing. And just vibe. Just vibes. Yeah. I have done quite possibly nothing today. The current vibe is sleep. Yeah. I needed to do something to prevent the rot from winning today. No, oh my god, so I've been playing a ton of Crypt of the Necrodancer, right? And so, first off, that game is hard as shit. I love it. Second off, I beat it with the main character, Cadence. And so I'm going through playing it and trying to beat it on the other difficulties as well, with the other characters as well. And there's this one character, the monk, where he plays fairly normal, except if you pick up gold with him, then you instantly die. Oh my god, is that some of the hardest shit in the game. The amount of times that I just kill something, then instinctually just jump to pick up the gold that it dropped or whatever, just jump to where it died, has killed me so many times. And then there was one time I was fighting a boss, and they reworked the bosses in the game so that all of the minions drop gold now. They drop 1 coin. And so if you don't have like bombs or something to clear the gold, then you're just fucked. Like, even if you beat the boss, if you pick up one of the coins, that's game over and you need to restart. But that happened to me. I beat the boss and I'm like, oh, so am I like fine now? Because it was just a straight row of coins, so I couldn't get anywhere past the board. So I'm like, okay. And then I pick up gold and then I die and I'm like, Oh, I love the stars on the hat. That shit's snazzy, dude. I got this from the Kyoto racetrack. Oh my, unabashedly. Horse race, like, going to watch horse racing, that shit is so much fun. Like, oh my god. You just go hang out with the grandpas or like the older dude, whatever. and just have a couple of drinks, and then suddenly you're down like $200. Except it doesn't matter because you're just screaming at horses and having the time of your life. It's so much fun. It is so much fun. There was one time, the first time that I went, I was just minding my own business, whatever, and it's like a time between races, it's almost over. It's like the important race that everybody came there for happened, and then there was just one, there was one race left after that, right? And so, it's the time in between the races, I'm just, like, scrolling through my phone, whatever, just passing time. And then I feel, then, like, someone in front of me touches my leg. I'm like, okay, they're adjusting, they're all getting ready to leave. Just an accident, right? And I just ignore it. And then a little bit later, I feel it again. And I look, and it's this, like, old dude that's in front of me. And he's just tapping me, just trying to get my attention, whatever. And I look up at him. And he just has, like, a tray of, like, 5 or 6 small donuts from the convenience store, and I'm like, oh my god, thank you so much, except, like, in Japanese. I'm like, oh, arigato gozaimasu, and I grab one, and I go to look back at my phone, whatever, put it in my backpack, whatever, and he just, like, shoves the entire thing towards me, and I'm like, huh? And this man just wants to get rid of it, so he's just... And, like, I didn't understand some shit. I go to pick up one more, because I'm like, oh, he just wants me to have another one, whatever. Then he starts, like, getting all the donuts on top of each other, just stacking them, and just shoves the handful of them all towards me. And I'm like, oh my god. And, like, it's a sanitary thing, because all of the donuts, whatever. Like, a weird thing that Japan does with, like, almost everything is, if it comes in a large bag... Even on top of that, like, every single thing in it is individually wrapped. So, it wasn't just him, like, touching the raw donuts. They all had their little individual packaging with them. And he just grabbed all of them and just handed them to me, and he just like, I don't want them, I'm leaving. Take this shit. And so, oh my god. Oh my god. That shit was awesome, dude. The people... Because I studied abroad, like I said before, I was at Kyoto Racetrack where I got this. So when I was abroad, I was in Osaka, more or less. Like, on the border between Osaka and Kyoto, but they have this one train line, the Keihan line, that just runs and connects Kyoto and Osaka, right? So, it was like... To get to the city centers from where I was staying, it took maybe 40 minutes to an hour-ish. And most of the trip there was just, or the longest parts of the trip there to, like, either of the cities was just walking to the train station. There were 2 of them that were close by, right? There was one that was a 20-minute walk, and there was one that was a 40-minute walk. And so the issue with the 20-minute walk one was it wasn't a big station, so the express trains would not stop there. It would just be, the local ones that hit, like, every single station, or, like, not every single station, but most of them. So if I wanted to get somewhere fast, then I would have to hop there, get on a local train, take it to the next station, get off, and then wait for a express train there. Or I could just go 40 minutes, walk to Or I could just, I could take the bus as well, but the bus was still like 20 minutes and also money. Half the time for me it was like, why would I spend money when I can just walk? But it was very nice. It was pleasant. And you'd pass by like all the tiny individual, like family-owned restaurant type things, which it's absolutely insane. Or yes, this one is Mexican Cola. The other day when I was at Walmart, I picked up a 12-pack and it was just 12 different flavors. So I'm just going through taste testing all of them. So far, number one is grapefruit. Even though it like does not taste like grapefruit. Where was I? Yeah. No, it's insane with Japan because they don't have similar like zoning laws, I guess, that the US does. So you're just in the neighborhood chilling and then you just, on your way from anywhere to anywhere, you just pass like anywhere from like 5 to 10, 5 to 20, depending on the distance, like family-owned local shop type things. And it's really fucking cute as well. And if you go to the places consistently, then they obviously just start to recognize you and you just start casually talking with them. It's a lot of fun. There was this one izakaya bar that I went to pretty consistently, and by the end of it they were like treating me to drinks, whatever. And for my last day, like I originally wasn't planning on going this last time, but me and my friends, because it was on the walk home from the station that was like 40 minutes away. So me and my friends were walking back from that station. It was nighttime, so we didn't have any train that would take us to the closer one. And we were walking back and we passed by the place. It's like, the place closes at like 10, I think, 10 or 10:30, whatever. And it's like 11 right now. The place is still incredibly active. Everybody's still in there, whatever. So I'm like, oh, hold on, guys. I like this place. I'm just gonna like tell the people there goodbye, whatever. So, since I don't think I'm gonna be coming back again before I leave. And so I go, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be leaving on Monday. I don't think I'm gonna be, I don't know if I'm gonna be coming back, so I just wanted to say goodbye, thank you guys for everything, blah blah blah. And one of the regulars steps out, and me and her are talking throughout the entire time. And by the end of it, I make a promise with her and her friend that I'd be coming the next night. And for just one last time and just hanging out. And I'm like, well, I wasn't planning on this, but I'm roped into this now. And it was such a nice experience. I got there and she was like, oh, since this is like your last time I'm gonna be here, whatever, I'm gonna treat you. And I was like, uh-huh. And they were all just incredibly nice to me in there. Just getting me just more and more shit. I'd finish a drink and then she'd look over and see that I'm done or whatever and be like, yo, do you got another one in you? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And so she'd call out to the owner or whatever and be like, one more, get this man another one. Or like I finished a beer and she was like, you like sake, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's pretty good. And she requested that specifically for me. By the end of it, I had, what was it? I think I was like 5 drinks deep. I had yakisoba. I had like pork and onion mix thing. The girl that was treating me, her daughter came to do some stuff, whatever. And she introduced me to her daughter or whatever. And there was a, like, night cafe nearby that was open from the hours of 8 p.m. until 1 a.m. And I get her daughter was going there anyway, and they served, like, ice cream stuff, whatever. And they were like, me and the daughter were talking, whatever. The topic of the ice cream came up. She's like, oh, do you like acai bowls, whatever? And I'm like, yeah, they're pretty good. And so then her mom she sent her on a mission. She's like, hey, so you're going to this place. Buy him an acai bowl. Buy him an acai bowl and bring it back here. And so she did, and I got ice cream from an entirely unrelated place while I was at the bar. That was great. That was a fun time. And then another huge thing with that was because of my learning environments and such, going throughout with learning Japanese, I was not good conversationally, and B, one of them described it to me in this way. They said that I had very clean Japanese, or very, like, pretty Japanese, almost. And I asked them what they meant by that, and they're like, it's very textbook. It sounds very textbook. And that's not a bad thing. But it sounds very textbook. The Ultra Jozu? Sure. But so, I was in Osaka, which is the Kansai region, right? And so they have their own dialect, their Kansai dialect. And every single time they try to get me to say things in the dialect and, like, not swears, because Japanese doesn't have swears, but bad words, I guess, or, like, more rude stuff, like, kind of the stuff that you'd be saying with, like, friends or whatever. And every single time I dropped one of those, like, heavy dialect type stuff, they would just clap for me and just cheer for me. They fucking loved it. And the best thing about it was the very first night that I was there, I'm like, I think I was like a month in there, and I'm like, okay, I gotta just go to, like, izakayas, and so I gotta get better at the language, I gotta get better at speaking, I gotta get better confidence, whatever. And so the first time I hear it's lively in there, everybody's, like, talking whatever, and I'm like, okay, let's go. And I open the door. Dead silence. They all just turn and just stare at me. Like, who is this dude? Why is he here? Why did he come here? What is happening? And I'm just there, like, awkwardly. And I don't know what to say. So they're just, like, staring at me, like, expecting me to say something. So I just, in perfect Cameron style, I'm just like, "Aro," and quite possibly the dumbest fucking thing I could say, and then they just reply to me, just hello, and then I correct myself to like I just kind of flip a switch, and I'm like, oh, konbanwa, blah blah blah. I can speak the language to some degree. I promise that I can, like, barely speak the language, but I can speak it. Please, just let me in. I came in here for a reason. I want to actually be here. I know what this place is. Don't look at me like I'm just some fucking rando, which, I mean, I am. I'm a rando. I went to Nihon Gojo Zoo. Did you see a giraffe there? But I am a rando, right? Because I'm young as shit. Everybody that there was definitely, like, pushing 40 or, like, older. I'm white. So, first, it's just a question of... Not even a question, it's... This white boy probably has no idea what this place is or why he's here or anything. And also, I'm just alone. I'm just by myself when I decide to go in there, because I'm like, I need to have more solo adventures too. And I find the place. Everybody there, like, I sat down and immediately just bombarded with questions. Just like, where are you from? How old are you? What are you studying? Just all of that, just rapid fire, back to back. And that half of them, not even half, one of them was just so drunk, just slurring her speech that I'm like, I felt so bad. Because every single time she said something, I'm just like, I have no concept. I cannot even begin to imagine what you are trying to say to me. But here we are. And then, luckily, half the time, other people would either re-ask it, or they'd just be like, "Xenosaga," to her. Because they were probably some degree of nonsense questions, which... Maybe I'm lucky. I don't know. It was a fun experience. Yeah, there were just the amount of time, because so, for the campus, right? Like, they have, like, it's right here, right? Like, this is the campus. My terrible depiction, but my hand is the campus, right? So over on this side is the main dorm that, like, most of the international students stayed at, whatever. But over on this other side was a different set of dorms that I stayed at. Because it was like, oh, there's going to be more Japanese students that are there. It'll give you... The caretakers speak Japanese, so you're going to be speaking Japanese, like, all the time over here. First off, that was a fucking lie, right? But, second off, so, over at the fuck, never eat soggy waffle. So, at the West Side dorms, they had, like, a couple cafes and stuff that, like, all the foreign students would go there, all the exchange students would go there, and, like, even for, like, part-time work, whatever, they would hire the exchange students. I was like, going to ruin me, it's east, south, west, north. Eat soggy waffles now. But, where was I? Yeah, so, at the east side dorms where I was, they had, like, there were a lot more, like, small, family-owned, local-owned, stores and stuff. And without fail, like, every single time I'd go into one of them, I'd just be like, oh, this place looks cute. Let's check it out. I'd go inside. And the owner would just, like, stare at me. Like, I have 4 eyes. But, like, they'd stare at me like I had 4 eyes. They'd stare at me like I had a second head or something. And oh shit. We ran out of music? Ah shit, we ran out of music. Alright, new tunes. Is this the vibe? It's a different vibe. I don't know if this is the vibe. No, this is not the vibe. Well, Well, shit, what's the vibe? Um, hmm. Uh, hold up. I got this. Oh, I don't like this mix. That's the reload version? There we go. That's the better version. Yeah, every single time I go into one of those stores, they just stare at me like, who is this man? Does he know Japanese? Can I even, like, communicate with him? Why is he here? And it's just like I go into, like, a cafe or something, and it's like, I'm there, I'm just like, I just want a coffee, man. Why are you looking at me like I came from outer space? Which, I mean, I guess fair enough, because every single time I'd ask them, I'd be like, you don't have a lot of exchange students, like study abroad students come over here, do you? And they're like, every single time without fail, they were like, no. So at least I let them see the rare, elusive white guy. Like, I don't know. Like, I gave them a new experience, yippee. Some of the places I didn't go back to just because A, either I forgot they existed, or B, I'm like, there's other stuff that I can eat for cheaper. Like, oh my god, dude. There's this chain there called Skia. Or, depending on how white you are, Sukiya. And it's like, rice bowls. And so you could get just a big ass rice bowl. Like, throw it, gyudon is like one type of them, like beef bowl. And you could get one with like extra beef, cheese, and then they'd give you like Tabasco sauce and just like other seasoning stuff. And it would cost maybe like $5 for all that. And I'm like, oh my god, this is heaven. Rare elusive hot white guy. Remember you a damn snack? What's up, Tiger? Welcome in. Hope you're having a lovely Tuesday. Hope it is going well. It's going okay. Not going good or bad. It's simply a day. Yeah, no, Skia, goated, amazing, 10 out of 10. They also serve, what is it? I was incredibly thrown off at first, because it was, like, they gave out complimentary drinks, right? And so, it's in a glass that looks like yellow tinted, whatever, so I'm like, water. Turns out, no, the glass was clear. The drink was the yellow tinted. It was barley tea, which is really good. Don't get me wrong. That shit is amazing. However, when you are expecting water and then you drink, like, fluid that vaguely tastes of peanuts, you are going to feel many emotions that do not fully correspond with if you are expecting to drink peanut water in the first place. Don't get me wrong, barley tea, amazing. Like, I grew to love it. That shit is peak. But when you're expecting water, and you get not water, your fight or flight kicks in. You're just confused. You're like, what the fuck is in my mouth? What is happening? What is this fluid? What's other stuff? McDonald's. I have not had a McDonald's burger since I've been back here, so I cannot give any comparison on taste. Apparently the nuggets taste relatively the same. But for like burgers, the types of burgers, first off, peak. They have like the samurai burger, which is like a teriyaki egg burger, which tastes phenomenal. Oh my god. And then whatchamacallit, they just had all kinds of seasonal stuff too as well. Like think fillet of fish. This one isn't even seasonal, but think fillet of fish, except instead of like breaded fish, whatever, it was shrimp. That shit was peak. There was another one. It was like a Detective Conan collaboration. And it was... whatchamacallit? It was like, instead of patties, or not patties, instead of buns, it was like fried rice that they used instead. Drink. Xenosaga. This is not alcohol. This is just soda. Question. I read in Cinder's Discord that you played Dragon Quest VIII in the worst way. How did you play it incorrectly? So, first off, there is the distinction between the PS2 version and the 3DS remake. Which, already, I'm playing the PS2 version, so, like, 9 times out of 10, if you play the original instead of the remake of something, you are playing it in the worst way already. And then secondly, I read some comparison stuff, because I'm playing the Japanese version, right? And I read comparison stuff between the Japanese version and the English localization that they did for it. And there is a lot of changes that were made that just make it like a better version or a better game. Like the soundtrack they changed to make most of it fully orchestrated in the US version. Also voice acting. The Japanese original doesn't have any voice acting. And I did not know about that until I'm 80 hours deep. Well, that's a lie. I'm like, realistic, probably like 50 hours deep. My save file says 80, but there were a lot of times where I just left it on while I was like cooking or doing chores or something. So the Dragon Quest VIII battle music is forever ingrained in my soul because of that. Yeah, so just because of a lot of the changes that happened between the original Japanese version and the US release, just the original Japanese PlayStation 2 version is quite genuinely the worst way to play Dragon Quest VIII compared to the US PS2 version, or simply put, the 3DS remake. But it's still a good game. I'm still enjoying it. It's like a lot of the changes that were made to it, because apparently the menuing, the battles is completely different as well between the Japanese and US versions. I still think it's fine. However, I could see, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's like, I wish I had that, but I've been doing fine without it, so it's also like, eh. Yeah, moral of the story. If you want to play Dragon Quest VIII, play the 3DS version. I played PS2 English version, so I didn't know that there were changes. Hold on, let me find changes between Dragon Quest A English and Japanese. Let's see, this is on mostly outfit stuff, it looks like. Yeah, no, that's all talking. The hardest part about finding differences for this stuff is, whatchamacallit? It's anytime you look up anything relating to differences, it's always talking differences between the PS2 and 3DS versions that you end up finding. So it's not hard to find differences, but it's one of those you need to dig more than like the first link on Google, which I consider hard. I'm not built for research. I'm built for Google something and hope that the first result is correct. And I'm aware that that is a dangerous game to play. However, I don't know if I care. So that's what we're rocking. For anything, ask. Yeah. In other news, though, hold on. So I'm debating if I want to stream it. I'm not entirely sure if I want to. Hold on. So while I was there, so first off, I picked up. I had a rule on Switch games because the Switch isn't region locked. I had a rule where if I wanted to buy a Switch game, it had to be because you could not play it in Japanese on like an international release. Like, for example, there are some games where even if you change your Switch's language to Japanese, all the text in the game is still in English because international releases, I guess, just like remove the Japanese text or like remove all calling to be able to go to it if it is in the game, or I don't know what the deal is with it. But there are some games where unless you have a Japanese copy of it, you cannot play it in Japanese. So that's why, for starters, Dragon Quest 11, right? But this isn't the one that I'm like talking about, like, oh, do I want to stream it, blah blah blah. Because I'm realistically not. Like, I think this is just going to be one of my games that I do in my time. But the question comes then from Dragon Quest X. And the fun with this one, right, is that it never got localized in any capacity, which was my reason for buying it, because, you know, you can't exactly play a game in English if it was never put into English in the first place. So there's that. And it's like, well, I feel like Dragon Quest X is one of those games where it's like, not very many people have probably experienced it, especially outside of Japan, because, like, first off, you'd have to have a copy of it in the first place, which you'd already have to import it from Japan. But then on top of that, there's probably a copious amount of players that have played it just because it's Dragon Quest, whatever. But they can't read Japanese, so it's like they get through the game, whatever, but they don't understand any of what happened besides, oh, I'm killing this dude. Unless they like mod their Switch or play it through like an emulator or something with like an English patch, which I mean is equally valid. I have one friend. Friend is maybe a bit of a strong word. There was this one dude that I knew in high school. We'll phrase it like that. When like SMT5 first came out. Because I'm pretty sure it had staggered release dates. It wasn't a whatchamacallit. Worldwide release. That's what we'll call it. It wasn't a worldwide release. Yeah, it released... Oh. It released one day earlier in Japan than the rest of the world. Anyway, so this dude was able to play it like day one. Or maybe he got access to it early. He found like an early copy. I don't know what the deal is. But he was like, he imported a copy from Japan. And first I'm like, oh, because all of the games that I've played before, like doing some research stuff, were the case of game language matches console language. So it's like, okay, you put the Switch into Japanese, and then the game's in Japanese. Or have your Switch in English, and the game is in English. I found out later, and later is in like a few years later, and that's what made me think back on it, that some games just don't do that. And so this man played through the entirety of SMT5 in Japanese, doesn't know a single bit of Japanese, and then was judging the game, and I'm just like, ugh. Crazy. But like, I don't, like, even if the gameplay is fun, I don't think I'd be able to play a game that I just don't understand. Like, if you don't speak the language and you're playing a JRPG in Japanese or something, or not even just that, but you're playing like a long-ass RPG and you don't know the language, you're just going around killing things for the sake of killing things at that point. It's like you don't know why you're doing it. You don't know the greater story context behind it, aside from, oh, this character sounds mad or looks mad. You're just doing it. Which I don't think I'd really be able to enjoy playing through a game like that. Just not my cup of tea, if that's how we want to phrase it. It just seems like a lot of I don't know what's going on for little to no payoff. I mean, other people, like, if you can do it, more power to you. If you can do it, do it. Have fun with this stuff. I'm just saying, I could never. I could never. It's fun weird having to go look up where to go or always wondering what's happening. Yeah. No, that's another thing. Like, how do you know where to go without needing to look it up? Or just like, do you just wander around blindly for hours and just hope you're going in the right direction? Like, even games in like English where you just wander around for hours, it's like, for why? And like, this is probably going to be the part where Ness comes in and is just like, Hollow Knight enjoyer, that shut the fuck up. Which, I mean, valid argument. Very valid argument. No Xenosaga. It's like... Sorry, I've been chatting, but Twitch disconnected me from chat. You're chilling, you're all good. I can't even make up an argument against Hollow Knight aside from... like, it's a Metroidvania. That's kind of like the purpose of it. But if you're like playing a JRPG or something, and you get directions of go here, but like you don't understand the directions saying go here, you just wander around and just hope you end up in the right spot. Because, well, fuck you, I guess. Or like, Zelda, for example, the original Zelda. I'm gonna be honest, that game fucking sucks. Like, I'm sure for the time, what is it, 1987? Is that the bite of 87? Like, I'm sure for the time, that shit was a phenomenal experience. But with any degree of modern gaming under your thumb, the original Zelda fucking sucks. Just randomly walking around and hoping you find the right dungeon entrances, or like you go to the right places in the right order. Like, there's that shit where, was it for Dungeon 4, I think it is, you progress a bit and then you just get stuck and you can't go any further, and then you have to find an item in a later dungeon and go back to the... like, what? Like, yes, let me go out of order for dungeons to grab an item to go back? Like the entire shit of, to kill Ganon you need the silver arrows. But like, I don't think the game tells you that anywhere. So you just kind of, if you don't have them, you go in and fight Ganon, and it's just like, why are my attacks not doing anything? Why am I not hurting him? What is happening? To which I reply, phenomenal. Like, great question. Or like, what was it? I played through Earthbound Origins, and Nez, I know that you either want to play, I don't know if you've played it yet, but like, I had a guide pulled up, my entire playthrough of it, because incredibly early on, I got absolutely like tired and fed up with the random encounters. No spoilers, I'm still in Magican. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'm just like, I'm also using a guide. Yeah, no, I say to play Earthbound Origins, you have to use a guide to enjoy it in modern days. Because, oh my god, the way, like, how out of the way you need to go in order to get certain things is just so, like, how would anyone know this? Only time I had to use a guide in Zero Mission was for the very end and realized black space pirates could be defeated. Didn't flinch and were immune to most attacks. Yeah, that's a, like, I tend to avoid guides for the most part. It's a mixture of, I feel like it takes away from the experience, and also pride. So whenever I use a guide, I have to be stuck. I have to be stuck. Or I just have to be like, this is going to be dog shit, and I am not going to enjoy my time if I do not play it like this. Earthbound Origins is one of those games where I look back at it, and I think of it, like, fondly. I think of it positively. And I wholeheartedly believe that if I did not use a guide while playing it, I would have hated it. I would have despised it. Because, quite truthfully, as with most NES games, it fucking sucked. Like, let's be real. Because I was watching a streamer the other day, and honestly, I shared the sentiment of there are only a handful of NES games that are actually good. And it's like, yeah, you can think about it from like a time period perspective or whatever, where it's like, oh, back then, this is the best that they could do. This is all that they had. You have to appreciate it. Want my shovelware, though? Not even talking about shovelware, but like even official games. The original Zelda fucking sucks. I'm gonna be honest. The original Mario. It's okay. Mario 3 is banging. Mario 3 is mwah, chef's kiss. That game is peak. But like, game standards back then were very unrefined compared to today's standards. Not even just unrefined, but also undefined. Where they just didn't exist. It's just like, yeah. Boom. Figure it out. Or it would just be like shitty ports of arcade games. And it's like, fun. Fun. Just the amount of like NES games that just play like arcade games is it's interesting. But also it's like, I mean, I can understand it. Because before home console stuff, what was there? Arcades. It makes perfect sense why it's like that. So, like, obviously they'd use what exists as reference. But then at the same time, it's like, they found it out later. Obviously, we're here. We are in the era of gaming where it's all been figured out. Standards have been figured out. And, like, I mean, it worked back then. But some of the shit you try to pass it off now? No! Like, it's not gonna be enjoyable. Like, even games that follow modern standards or whatever, depending on the context, I guess, it could still be garbage. I'm word vomiting right now. Hold on. I need to, like, articulate a little bit. I need to, like, start thinking. I'm at the point where I'm just making general arguments on everything, and that's not good. But, like, oh my god. I remember, like, one of my buddies, Kodo, phenomenal, by the way. Like, he's a great time. He's a great time to watch and hang around with. But he still brings up Tiger. I don't know if you remember this, but back, I don't even know how long ago it was at this point. A while ago, like over a year ago. Probably like a year and a half, question mark? I don't know. But I played Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga, which I don't think that's even in the SMT branch, but it's Digital Devil Saga. By the time I was done with that game, I was so pissed at it. The ending of that game, it shits the bed. And there was so much stuff. There were like some stuff that didn't visually work properly because of emulator issues, which I am thankful for. It didn't work properly in a good way. Because there was like this one segment towards the end of the game where it was all like the way it was supposed to be was like in like a invisible wall maze kind of, where it's like it just was supposed to look like a clear path through. And then you'd get close, and then like a wall of bricks would appear in front of you, and it's like, oh, guess I don't go this way. And I was incredibly confused when I played through it, because I'm like, what is this dungeon design? Because all of the bricks, like, all of the walls were just there, upright, in the first place. And it's like, I'm just walking through, this is just a shitty tunnel. And then I find out, oh, these are all supposed to be invisible, and I just appear when I get close, and it was supposed to make me 10 times more miserable than it actually was. But, like, my rants towards the end of Digital Devil Saga would make you think that I just hated gaming. They'd make you think that I hate the game, which I don't. Maybe I hate the ending of the game. Not even the ending, because that implies like story-wise, I don't like how it ends. But just like the last dungeon of the game, dog shit. Right. Like everything else about the game, phenomenal. Music, peak. Characters, great. Character designs as well. Good. Like, great. The story is kind of mid, but like half the time I feel like you don't really play an Atlas game, you don't really play an SMT game for the story. You more so play it just to get your ass kicked. You play it for masochistic reasons. So like, story I'll give it a pass, but like, even then it was still okay. It was an interesting concept. The world was convincing. It was fine. But, oh man. That last dungeon was abysmal. Fuck that. Capital fuck. Oh my god, dude. Also, hey. Yeah, so that's my stance on that. The last dungeon and the castle sucked. The castle, I think, was fine. I didn't have too much issue with it, aside from the floors just randomly falling out under you in a couple of segments. Aside from that, I thought it was fine enough. I remember there were a couple of areas where I praised them for not having random encounters there, because I'm like, oh my god, if I had to balance doing this with random encounters, I think I would actually lose it. Because, like, they were... Uh-huh. What is happening? Can y'all hurry back? Can y'all hear me? My internet just randomly shut itself. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Am I still like existent? Hold on. Boom. Looks like I'm still existent. We'll just pretend I am. But, like, I don't know where I was. Where was I? I was speaking. I was making points. Oh, yeah, no. Like, the way some of the dungeons were just really... They were really touchy-feel. Like, they were very... Make small adjustment, run back, check if that fixed everything, run back to... It was always like, run over to somewhere, change device, run back to main place, test it there, see if it works. If not, run back to device, check it, run back to the place where you need to, or run back to the device, change it, run back to the main device, check it. Just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. If you had to deal with random encounters on top of that, you know, it's gone for a minute. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened. I just dropped to zero, just nothing. But yeah, just those run back and forth, just check small things puzzles. If you have to do random encounters as well as that, no. Simply put, no. That's all I got there. Simply put, no. Which, I mean, I don't know. It's definitely dated game design. It's one of those things where I don't think Atlas really... I'm going to eventually play DDS2. Yes, that is in the plans. I own the game. But now it's a question of when do I want to do it, right? Because, like, right now I'm playing through Persona 3 FES, right? And so it's like, do I... First the question was, because I want... One of my options that I was choosing from for today's game was Persona, right? But then I'm like, well, do I want to play 2 Persona games at the same time? Which, I mean, no, but at the same time, I could make an argument for it because the first 2, 3... What? Persona games are so fundamentally different from modern Persona. So, I could still do it, right? And not really... Like, the difference between, like, playing Persona 3 and Persona 1 at the same time is not comparable to playing Persona 3 and Persona 5 at the same time. Or, like, Persona 3 Reload and Persona compared to Persona 3 Reload and Persona 5 Royal. Like, the difference between styles is so vast of, like, I could make a case for, yes, I could play 2 Persona games at the same time. But then ignore that. It's like, okay, no, don't really want to play 2 Persona games at the same time. So then it becomes a question of, okay, do I want to play 2 Atlas JRPGs at the same time? Because even though they are different, like, art style-wise and gameplay-wise, it still ends up being pretty similar. But I mean, I guess all turn-based JRPGs realistically are incredibly similar. Wait for turn, do action, wait for enemy turn, enemy action, your turn, action. But I don't know, stylistically, different shit exists. Long story short, answering your question, yes, I am going to play DDS2. I'm not entirely sure when I'm going to get around to it. I think the plan is alternate between 3 games. When I finish one, then we'll move on to a different game. After Xenosaga, I'll judge what it is. Maybe Xenosaga 2. Though, A, I've heard the gameplay is incredibly different with 2, and B, I heard 2 sucks. So there's that. But we'll figure games out moving forward. We'll figure games out going forward. Xenosaga 2 does suck comparatively. I heard, like, not even comparatively. I heard that just as a game, it sucks. I can't judge it. I haven't played it. It's like the same way. I was talking about this before. I'm going to give the game another chance. Probably when I'm done with my Dragon Quest 8 playthrough. Because I don't want to be balancing too many games all at once, since I have 3 stream games now. I'm gonna go back to Xenoblade 2, right? Because my first impression is that game kind of blows. And that's my current impression of it. But I've heard from so many people that it just gets infinitely better later. And everything I've heard about the story is this is a great story. But, like, I think I stopped playing in, like, Chapter 4, and I was talking with one of my friends about it, and he's like, you know what, that's justified. People that have ranked, like, every single Xenoblade chapter to ever exist usually come to the conclusion that Xenoblade 2 Chapter 4 is the worst to exist. Whether that's right or not, I don't know. But it was boring enough for me to more or less stop playing, so there's that. But I think a huge part of it as well was when I went to play 2, I essentially like just finished the first game, and that game, the ending of it anyway, is like such a high. And also the combat in it is like phenomenal. It clicks. It's great. But then they like have a bunch of small changes with 2, and then also the entire element system that exists is strange, and honestly I'm not a huge fan of. So there's that. It's like the basic combos still exist, but then the depth given to the combos by the element system, I don't remember what happened in Chapter 4. Basically, it was just incredibly slow-paced. The map was confusing. I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering it correctly, it started with a fetch quest. And then on top of that, still getting tutorials. I'm like 20 hours deep into this game at this point. A, why are you giving me tutorials? B, you're padding for time by giving me a fucking fetch quest. Like, first off, I just don't like fetch quests in the first place. Like, go here. Oh no, I can't do this. Get me this. Okay, go and get them that. Oh, thanks. Now we need this. It's just unnecessary. And then on top of that, with the map system in Xenoblade 2, honestly, one of the worst map systems I've experienced in gaming. It made it so hard to track down items sometimes. I'm like, this blows, man. And I want to give it a fair chance. I want to play the game all the way through and give it a genuinely fair chance. But there was just a lot of things with it that kind of threw me off, I guess. Like I said, late tutorials that are not super helpful, and some stuff just not being explained. Like, I don't think it gave any explanation on pouch items, which I read online. It's one of the most important things in the game that exists. Cool. That's awesome. The gacha system for blades in the game. Single player games with gacha system. Like, if it's a side thing that exists, like, for example, the figurine collection stuff in Minish Cap, right? If you're being a completionist, it fucking sucks. But it's just like a side project thing, like a side thing, it's fine. Just, why are you making it a main facet of the game? It's like, if I wanted gacha stuff intertwined with the game itself, I just play Genshin. I just play I'd play the Wuthering Waves. Like, in a single player game, you're gonna make me grind to get stuff from the gacha to get stronger and progress in the story? Like, why? Just why? And on top of that, something that I wasn't a huge fan of with Xenoblade 2 was a lot of the stuff with how they acted in, like, facial... Not facial, but just a lot of expressions were portrayed. It felt too anime, if that makes sense. It's like a lot of... Like, obviously, like, it's a JRPG. Of course, it's gonna have, like, anime influences. Xenoblade 1 and 3. I fucking love those games. Of course they have anime influences. And, like, anime stereotype stuff in there. But it's, like... just the way, like... It never felt... How do I want to phrase this? It never felt out of place there. With Xenoblade 2, the usage of sound effects that they had compared with how they do, like, those, like, overly expressive, like, 2D faces for some stuff, for some situations, it took me out of the game a lot. And I'm like, this feels wrong. This doesn't feel right. I do not enjoy this. And it's like, I'm probably going to go into the game, to be entirely honest. Next time I go into the game, I'm probably going to be in the mindset of, this game fucking sucks. So it's probably going to be even worse for me to get through it. I genuinely want to give it an actual chance. And I really want to, but I just know that it is going to be a hard thing to do. But again, I don't want to say this game sucks because I'm nowhere near finished it. I played for a bit and just came to the conclusion of, this is not what I want. This is not what I enjoy. Maybe if I get back into the game, get back into the systems, and get the ball rolling with it, I will very much enjoy it. And I hope I do. But for now, it's just sitting at a comfortably mid for me. And my biggest issue with a lot of gaming stuff is I'm very much in the category of, like, I know what I like and I know what I dislike. And it's very hard for me to get out of that bubble. And I want to get out of that and enjoy a bunch of different shit. I want to be able to enjoy a bunch of different games. But at the same time, I don't want to waste time or money, and I just want to, like, realistically, it's like, I want to just say, if a game isn't for me, then it's just not for me. Which I hope that is a fair thing to say. Like, in my head it makes sense. But at the same time, I don't know if it actually does make sense. So, there's that. I enjoyed the gacha system. It's one of those things of, like, it seems cool in concept, but, like, I don't know. It's just the way it was implemented. Something about the way it was implemented would bother me. It's like, if I play it again, I can probably give more coherent thoughts with it, but I cannot really say anything right now besides just was not a fan. I want to be able to articulate my opinions on the game better. But it's also just been a while since I've played it. There's that. Anyway, also, speaking of games, Steam Summer Sale is happening in, like, 2 days. It's starting on Thursday. So, like, who's planning on buying stuff? Does anybody have like recommendations or like plans to buy anything banging? Understand, picked up a game last year randomly called Trinity Trigger. Definitely not my type of game, but it turned out that I did eventually enjoy it. A lot of games, if I put in the time, I do end up enjoying it by the end of it. But it's just, some of it's just so like, how do I get into it? Oh boy, Steam Summer Sale, I was splurge on the sales, and now that I have a job, I have a computer, so not getting Steam games? Damn. Rest in peace. Ness, what are you planning on picking up? Because I'm sure shit is gonna go wild in on the sale. Beep boop 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 boop. Because I have like 100 games on my wish list. It used to be a lot more, but I recently went through and removed a bunch of shit. So I'm just like, I just need to like clean this out and be like, am I actually, realistically, would I get these and play them? Yes. Okay. But there's a lot of, like, smaller shit to me that seems, like, interesting. Like, Nine Souls, for example, seems good. Another Crab's Treasure, like, I don't want to say that's smaller, because it was a pretty big, like, passion project kind of thing, and it got a lot of marketing. It seems like a lot of fun. I want to try that. Atelier Marie, I kind of want to try, but at the same time, I should just play Ryza. That's another game I have to give another chance, because the first time that I played it, I was... yeah, the first time I played it, like, a year and a half ago or so. I'm sensing a trend here. But, I played it for, like, 3 hours. And... When I played it, I was sick and tired, and I just kind of like forced myself to play. Not even that. I forced myself to stream that day. When I felt like shit, I realistically did not want to stream, but I forced through it anyway. And I think that just made my experience of the game miserable. Rise of Stone, you didn't like the combat, really? I don't think it was a matter of I didn't like the combat. I think it was just a matter of, oh, this is not what I expected. Which, on top of being sick and not wanting to stream and still streaming anyway, it just all, like, stacked. It definitely all stacked. And we're out. Are you gonna jump back up in bit right there, pal? You're gonna fix yourself? No. What the hell? What the hell? Why does it say we are at 23,000? What? We're back to where we should be. Okay, back. That was strange. I don't know what my Wi-Fi has been doing recently. It's just been like fine, and then just like shitting itself, and then fine, and then just shits itself. I should probably just bite the bullet and just buy a like fucking 20-foot Ethernet cable. Do I even... No, I don't have an Ethernet port in my room. Yeah, no, I'd have to just run it and just connect it to the router and just run it under 2 doors. Oh no. You okay there, OBS? We're fine. We're fine. We're chilling. We'll get through it. But yeah, I need to give Atelier Ryza an actual nice chance. There's also the Persona 3 prequel game that I want to play. What is it? I guess the first mission. Which, that one was originally released on mobile phones way fucking back. It's still only in Japanese. I don't think an English translation exists for it in any degree. Yeah. No, it doesn't. It's just Japanese. Looks like it would at least be a little bit fun. Or just like something to try. Also, it's like 15 bucks, so who cares? Yeah, I don't really like saying that I don't like a game. At least without justification, or like without having fully played it, fully experienced it. Because then it's just like Ryza. I played it for... How long does it say I have it played on Steam? Steam says 2.8 hours. I can... In those 2.8 hours where I was feeling miserable, I cannot give an adequate opinion of the game. Also, it has 2 sequels. Like, it's a full trilogy. There has to be a reason that it is so liked. And I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna play it. That is going to be... That might be a stream game. I don't know. We'll decide. But I have a lot of stuff that I want to get through first. There is a lot of stuff that I want to get through. Anyways, we've been talking for an hour and a half at this point. Do you have popcorn ready or snacks for the Xenosaga cutscenes you're going to endure? I have water. Anyways, let's just get to the game now. It's been an hour and a half. The year 20x, Lake Tutukana, Kenya. Kenya. What is a Kenya? Yeah, I also don't have any idea how long the cutscenes are. I skipped them when I just tried out the game to give a baseline, does it work, question mark. Which is still a debatable, I don't know if it's gonna work, so we might just switch back to Persona 3 FES. If this doesn't.
The ground is hard there, so be careful when you dig. Okay. Mr. Masuda! What's up? Did you find something?
Yeah, we followed the corridor from the lakeside. It matches the location described in the research papers.
That would mean that. Okay, I'm on my way.
That would mean that. Okay, I'm on my way.
It's different from the others.
I thought so.
Yeah, anyway. The back of the disc has a bunch of weird looking shit on it, but like I tried cleaning it, or at least like shirt rub, and it didn't do shit. So I'm hoping it'll be fine. But
This must be.
I don't know. It might be back to Persona 3 Fest, and then that's just one more day closer to playing Persona. Which really funny in detail as well. What in the science? What in the science? I was looking yesterday. I was looking through the Persona playing manual that came with the game. And you know, they got sections on everything. Also, questionably, not even questionably, they have a full guide. I don't know if you can, like, how well you can see that. Definitely not well at all. It's also mirrored, but that's Casino. They have a full section dedicated to all of the casino games and teaching you how to gamble. So, nice to know that from a young age, they're just enforcing gambling addiction in Japan. Or at least they were. I think they changed that stuff now. First cutscene is 13 minutes, 9 seconds. Jesus Christ. At least I'm not playing on a Switch or something where I have to, like, nudge the console every now and then and just make sure that it stays awake.
Wow.
Anyways, that wasn't the interesting part. The funny thing is, they have a section for the Velvet Room. And for Igor. So his Japanese name is Igor, right? Igor. And the way it's spelled in the official manual, the first English name, Igorl. I am Igor. And I'm gonna show off my TikToking skills. Just like imagine.
What's that light?
You just like show up to the Velvet Room and you just see him like slaying cunts or whatever they say nowadays. And he's just like, I am Igor. Welcome to the Velvet Room. Like, that shit would slap, dude. Why didn't they do that? Why didn't they make the tall, long-nosed suit man just, like, serve? Rainbow. Like, I did learn how to gamble from JRPGs. Dude, my first gambling experience was the game corner in Pokemon. Like... No, that's a lie! My first gambling experience was fucking Luigi in Mario 64 DS. Because he teaches you how to play every single casino game for some reason. That was my first experience. What the hell is happening? I guess I can just leave the controller on it.
起動実験を開始します。インターコネクション始めてください。
了解。インターコネクション開始。ダミープロトコルにて接続します。
A ラインプロトコル待機確保しました。
掲示パーテーションを開放します。
解放まであと60秒。カウントダウン始めます。
I'm
57
gonna be honest, I really don't feel like translating
54
this.
53 52
Um,
51 50
we're just gonna let it go. Just gonna let it vibe. I don't have it in me to try to translate everything. I'm gonna be honest, dude. The Parasite Eve stream from the other day, where I was like translating everything on the fly as I played, or like even if it was loose translation, whatever. It was, oh my god, he got obliterated. What the hell?
各モニタリング良好。
3 2 1パーテーション開放。コスモス素体形成に入ります。
But that took so much energy, dude.
素体形成完了。ペンフィールドマッピング開始。
エンセフェロンの構築始めます。
Wait, did they say mapping the pain fit? Wait. So you mean to tell me they just went in and manually gave a cyborg the ability, or like an android? I have no idea what she is. Android? Question mark. But you're telling me they just went in and manually gave her the ability to feel
続け
pain.
ましょう。メニュー通り私もダイレクト
That's
アプローチ
fucked.
します。バックアップよろしく。
That's fucked.
接続システムナタラージャ立ち上げます。
But yeah, like the what was it, New Super Mario Bros. DS and Mario 64 DS both had Luigi Gamble mini games, teaching kids through that. The Pokemon Game Corner has been around for so long.
パスワード確認。システムナタラージャ起動します。
Like, even like skipping the straight slot machines that existed in Pokemon, there's still like Heart Gold and Soul Silver, where it was turned into Voltorb Flip. Like, the hell?
アレン君、四角屋の接続状態が。
アレン君。
だけど
ああ MT やの K12 ルートに軽度の断絶がありますね。あと V4 や全域の相互リンクが遅れているようです。ちょっと待ってください。今補正しますから。どうです？
オッケー。了解よ。続けて。
了解。ではコスモスとの主客分離作業に入ります。
What the hell? What the hell?
おはようコスモス。調子はどう？
おはようございます、シオン。すべて非常に順調です。
じゃあ自己紹介してくれる？
私は対グノーシス専用人型相当兵器シリアルナンバー00000001開発名称 KPX 略称コスモスです。現在は模擬専用筐体のため出力は定常出力の 22% が限界値となっています。予定並走スペックは
はい、よくできました。もういいわ。
はい。
せっかく起きてもらったんだけど、今回も起動実験なの。一連のチェックが終了したらあなたにはまた眠ってもらうことになるわ。
そうですか。
悲しいとか感じる？
私の感情プログラムは造物種である人間が使いやすいように作られています。今回の場合、あなたベクター第一開発局 コスモス開発計画担当主管技師シオン・ウズキとの関係を円滑に保つために悲しいと表現する必要性があると私のプログラムが判断した場合に限りそのように振る舞います。ですが現在その必要性はないと判断します。
そうね。それは私が一番知ってることなのよね。
ご理解いただけて幸いです。
でもね、コスモス、今私は複雑な気持ちよ。
Cosmos
あなたが目
and
覚めたことは嬉し
Wanda's.
いけれど、あなたがまた眠ってしまうと思うととても寂しいわ。でもあなたが次に目覚めるときはもしかしたらたくさんの血が流れるときかもしれないの。だから心のどこかでそんな日が来てほしくないと思ってる。わかる？
難解な人間の思考、特に非論理的な思考は私には理解できません。
そう、いつかあなたにも理解できる時が来るといいわね。
前処します。
それじゃあ始めましょうか、コスモス。アレン君、前回の続き手順277から始めてちょうだい。
了解。エンセフェロンの各所にターゲットドローンを配置します。ドローンの挙動はランダムウォークおよびアンブッシュに設定。主任、ミッション開始前に準備運動します。
そうするわ。聞いたわね、コスモス。
了解しました。
I hear Cosmos. I hear Cosmos. I know it's Cosmos. But I just think of Cosmo from fucking Fairly Odd Parents. Battle Tutorial. 戦闘はクエスト時に敵とすることによって発生します。コスモスに話しかけてメニューを選択を兵士に移してください。Ooh. That was 13 minutes? You know what? No, that adds up. That adds up. That makes sense. Yo! ターゲット能力準備完了しました。I'm done talking to you. Let's fight. Okay. Fine. That's not the Yes. Let's fight this bitch. Walls? Squalls? Oh, you know, I should change the stream category. There we go. Uh, 次から敵攻撃をしてきます。ダメージを受けないように攻撃する10番にも注意しましょう。戦隊攻撃をしてくるthat's a word。編集を先に倒し、役のある真ん中の中基礎で倒すのが理想的です。敵には3種類のカテゴリーがあります。攻撃 時にはカテゴリーの有効なものもあるので、解説で確認してください。GTW でのカテゴリーアイコンは次の通り。バイオマシーンGnosis. What the fuck is a Gnosis? Like, I get bio as in like biological creature, right? I get machine as in machine. What in the fuck is a Gnosis? Face knuckle. Cracker. Oh my god. Blow. Blaster. FG shot. Blaster. Okay. Bro fucking shot me. What's cracker? Spin kick. Explode.
さあ先を急ぎましょう。
Attacker. Attacker. Item nashi. No items. Wah wah.
手順300までクリア。
主任、データ送受信順調です。
Attacker. I hardly know her.
そのようね、反応値が数段いい感じ。
Who
こ
is
の調子
she?
なら近いうちにいい結果提出できそうですね。
そうね。
Ralph? Question mark.
主任、
ねえ、アレン君。手順399までカット。400から始めてみましょう。
400からって主任、あれは。
今度はいけそうな気がする。
400?
いやでも先月の忘れたわけじゃないでしょ。あの時だってあと10秒対応が遅れてたらそこから戻ってこられないような状況だったじゃないですか。せめて客体モードの時にしたらどうです？
それじゃあ精緻なデータは取りづらいでしょ。大丈夫。いざとなったら自力で脱出するから。それにあなただって試したいんでしょ。 A ラインのネイティブ。せっかく徹夜で組んだんだし。
それはそうですが。
じゃあ決まり。始めて。
知りませんよ。万が一の場合はこっちで強制的に切りますからね。粘るのなしですよ。
了解了解。
あとメニューにないことするのも。
分かってるって。
たく気楽に言ってくれちゃって。その度に寿命を縮められるこっちの身にもなってほしいよ。
副主任、宇月主任のことになると特に気を使われますからね。もう余命いくばくもないんじゃないですか。
うるさい。余計なこと言ってないで。400番台のプログラム用意できてんのか？
準備完了。いつでも行けますよ。
ならプログラムさっさと起動。各モニタリング最大漏らさず状況を報告してくれ。少しでも異常があったら即刻強制停止するからな。
Cool. Uh, 超速説明するわね、コスモス。この場所は Oh fuck, how do you read? I mean, I know that means AD. But like, how do you read that? Wait, can I just... Hold on, I thought I saw it somewhere. Hold on. No, I didn't. Let's see. Side. west, and then so it's like bam, and then 2, 3, 4. Looks like tree to me. That one. Seireki. Interesting. Okay. Seireki. Beautiful. Seireki Nisan Shoto no. I don't know how to read half these words. O madoru ni network nai ni ko. What the fuck are these words, man? 空間なの。で、今回のミッションは、強くでのターゲットとの交戦。赤いベクターボックスが目印のように。OK。中にはエネミーの周りで爆発させると国家を見覚す。I don't know how to read. ものもあるは融合に活用すること。さてと、それじゃあミッション解消しましょう。はい、了解しました。よし、それじゃあミッション解消。Why she run like this? Playing Kirby on the side, who decided on the loan word? Danboard. Oh yeah, cardboard box. I love that word. The thing about Xenosaga might be a bit hard to read in Japanese. It wasn't the easiest to do in English. I'm gonna be real. I think the best way. It's what the fuck? I missed. First time I've seen it. Yeah, I have no idea where it came from. But it's interesting, I'll give it that. Oh shit, he's still alive? Double crit. Bro, what? I got nuked? Face kick. Nope, that I don't know how to read. Break kick. Blow. Sword. God damn, she's strong. Okay. Yeah, I'm a fan of the just fuck it, we ball approach for language learning. Of just like pick media. Doesn't even matter how hard it is. Just pick media that you think would be mildly interesting and just go for it, and you'll just pick up vocabulary for it along the way. Like, for example, before I played the game, I read through Parasite. And on top of that, I read through it in Japanese. And that shit was not easy to understand, like, at all. I got by. I was able to get by. But learning, cause like, it was a good book. I enjoyed it, right? I loved it. But something that can turn people off of that shit, it is a lot of word vomit. People have described it, the way I've read it, is detail porn. Where people just like, not even people, just the way it was written was, it's so detail specific on every single thing that happens. It's like, why do I care? Question mark. Like, there's one section in the book, it happens really early on at that. There, at like the beginning of the book, there's a kidney transplant that happens, right? And you'd think like, oh, okay. Cool. Except you don't really register the fact of, I don't know. It goes on for 60 pages, discussing all of the, like, incredibly in-depth explanation for kidney transplants. And how it works and how it exists, and it's like, why? Why do I need 60 pages in depth describing the medical procedure behind a kidney transplant when in like a page you can summarize the important things that happen within the book? Like, I don't really even want to say like, oh, shorten it all down. I don't want to read it. 'Cause, like, I'll take anything at this point, right? But at the same time, do I really need to read about a complex medical procedure for 60 pages? Like, do I need to? I can heal the enemy? That's strange, but okay. I wonder if there's strategy that can be used with that. Shio, senjou shite kudasai. Aquagisto. Reading Spy Family the same way? Fuck yeah. How is it? I watched... Like, I'm not a manga person, to be honest. Like, I tried reading it. I've tried reading it multiple times. It's just not a medium that can really get my attention, I guess. Okay. But not going to be very engaging way of reading practice. Zetagisto. Okay. For me, my biggest issue with, like, I don't even know what my issue with manga is. I'm just not very engaged by it. I tried to blow him up. Got helped by how Yotsubato is N5 friendly for the most part. Took my first series 12 outside of typical textbook like material. I bought, fun fact, I bought the first 4 copies, or the first 4 volumes of Yotsubato while I was in Japan. I got it for, I think, like 2,000 yen total-ish, so like, what, like 12 bucks-ish? And then I went and started to read it, whatever, and I'm just like, this, yeah, no, this just isn't for me. And then I just gave them to my roommate, because he was interested in it, he was eyeing it, whatever, and I'm just like, you want it? He's like, wait, for real? And I'm like, I'm realistically not gonna use it, like, take it. And then same thing with, whatchamacallit, Oshinoko. I bought volume 1 of that, and then another one of my roommates last semester was eyeing it when I was like trying to pack it and everything. And I looked at him and I'm like, yeah, do like any of you guys want this? I'm probably not gonna end up reading it. And then someone was debating it, and this dude was like beginning of beginning for Japanese, right? He was in the Japanese 1 class at the school that I went to. He could barely read, like he could make it through if you gave him enough time, but he could not like consistently read hiragana, katakana, which for those that aren't familiar, it is like the basic syllabary. このバトルでは、サブメニューの AGWS を選ぶことで AGWS. Wow! I can AGWS through the AGWS menu. That's a lot worse. But it was like he was debating on grabbing it, and then my other friend, because there were 8 levels, right? And I was in Japanese 7. And one of my roommates was in the same class as me, and he was just like, "Nah, fuck you. You're not gonna read that. You're nowhere near even capable to read it right now. This is mine. Fuck you." And he was like, "You know what? Fair," and just didn't even try to argue. Moral of the story: there is no moral. there is no moral. I just don't read manga. It's just not my media. That's definitely not how the fuck do you read that? I don't know. 日の左右でしつけ日を選んで丸で呼び出します。呼び出したらそのターン yeah, Tan. Yeah, I can fucking read, I promise. そのターンは終了です。Okay. It's not considered reading level for me. Right now, I tried and made it 2 pages in. For the most part, a lot of the stuff that I've been interacting with is it's significantly higher than I should be. What the fuck? Do I have any ether? Can Shion do anything right now? の攻撃も視覚と散策で行います。消費 APA は セーブしている武器によって異なります。またサブメニューの内容も、what the fuck? 変わります。Okay. Anyway, what I'm saying is, everything that I'm realistically interacting with, all of the media that I'm consuming, realistically is too high for me to read now, right? Like, grammatically, I can mostly understand a lot of what's going on. But in terms of vocabulary, what the fuck? Like, even outside of that, like, grammatically, with enough time, like, I can figure it out vaguely. But, like, I don't know exactly why stuff is happening. I can just say, I can follow along and be like, this is happening, this is happening, I think this is happening. Like, when I was going through Parasite Eve, I was following the main events, I was following a lot of the major stuff that was happening, but a lot of smaller details and stuff were getting lost on me, which, honestly, kind of thankful for, because detail vomit, that shit, oh my god. Incredible amounts of description. But, like, it drags on some of the segments way too long. Like, why should I care about this thing? Beats me. And then it's just not relevant later. Anyway, what I'm saying is, I think the best way to go about it, and this is how I've been learning, my language has been improving, is just saying, fuck it, we ball. If you think something is interesting, just do it. Throw yourself in the deep end. Because with that, you'll just find a lot of words, a lot of stuff at a strange, like, not even strange, but if you stick to lower, like, easier texts, let's put it like that, who's to say you're going to be interested in it in the first place, right? Like, for example, for the longest part, was sticking to kids' books, right? Like, there's this one website, haroku.org. I think it's a .org. But it's, like, extensive reading. It's a bunch of, like, kids' books, just, like, free access kids' books. Or if they're not free access, then it directs you to a place where you can pay for it. And it puts them at a bunch of different levels. But even at the highest levels there, the stories were still incredibly simplistic and not very engaging. So my biggest thing that I'm saying from this is pick something engaging. Pick something that you want to do. Will it be difficult? Yes. But you are going to acquire vocabulary, you are going to be seeing grammar through that, you are going to get used to it, you are going to pick up this vocabulary. Because something as well is, like, consistently across, like, series, so, like, you pick an author and you start reading more of their works, the way that they write, their word choice, and their grammar, their grammar gets reinforced, and B, because of their word choice, a lot of authors tend to reuse similar words, similar phrases a lot, so it really helps with your vocabulary acquisition, and you'll just, obviously, like, as you learn the language, you'll need to look up less and less as you go on, but interacting with, like, a specific author's works, a specific author's style, so, like, you're picking a game, the specific language used in the game, or, like, the time period that's depicted within the game, or, like, a fantasy setting. Chances are the words that show up are going to be used very frequently across the author's similar works, or his other works, or similar games of the time. Like, for example, words that I'm going to be learning in say, like, Dragon Quest VIII will probably show up in other, like, vaguely medieval fantasy settings type stuff, like maybe Drakengard, or as it's called in Japan, Dragon Dragoon, or shit, I can't even think, like what I was talking about earlier with like Atelier Ryza. It's just, you just have to find stuff that is like, as long as you can derive enjoyment out of it, I don't think it particularly matters how hard or easy a piece of media is. Like, obviously, like, yes, too hard does exist. Like, if you are at an N5 level, like, just starting out studying, obviously, if you try to read, like, Japanese Shakespeare or some shit like that, it's gonna be too hard. You're gonna be grinding way too much. But I think another important skill to learn with interacting with media is when to look up words. And that's just a skill that you develop with time, of just like, is this word vital for my understanding of the sentence? Yes or no? But then from there, it expands, or it should expand into, is this sentence necessary for my understanding of the larger picture of what is going on? And for the most part, what I'm doing right now, at that phase, is I look at it, and I'm just like, do I need this to understand the larger picture? No, I'm not going to look it up. I'm going to infer the meaning, but I'm not going to look it up, because if you just look up everything, then you're not going to enjoy the type of media that you consume with, right? If you look up everything, it's going to go to a snail's crawl. It is going to be slow, it is going to be boring, it is not going to be fun. And obviously, if you're interacting with media, you want it to be fun. You want it to be enjoyable. That is the most important part of learning the language. It's staying engaged. It's keeping enjoyed. Or I guess satisfied would be the better word. I went through that. No fun allowed. What's this saying? AP が6必要です。エーテルは使えません。使えません。OK。突の位置を変えも、位置によって受けるダメージが変わったり、攻撃方法が制限されたりします。AGWS 登場している AGW how the fuck do you say W in Japanese? W. How to say W in English? I Okay, this is just a question for a Japanese person, I guess. W, like, is that how you say that? I don't know. I'll ask my friend later. WS から降りる. Okay. Guard. Whoa. 防御してる受けるダメージを軽減します。AP を貯めるときにも便利です。HP が0になると、そのバトル中は戦闘にいい できなくなるので注意。Okay. Beat him up. Okay. Blow. Sword. Oh, get crit, idiot. Dude, if Cosmos gets attacked, that's GG. That's game over. Blaster. Blaster. Easy, GG. No fun allowed. Honestly, yeah. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. I don't know, that was my language learning rant for the day. Blaster, I hardly know her. Long story short, pick what's fun. Even if you don't know everything that's going on, if you just understand enough to get by, you understand enough to, like, get through the story. What the hell? But like, you understand enough to get through the story, whatever. Then, 音を立てると近づいてきますが、視界に入っても気づかれませんよ。確か R2 バトンを押しながら移動すると走らないで歩けますよ。それから、責任主任の後ろに見えるのはセーブ。その場所で丸ボタンを押すと今までの記録を残しておくことができます。活用してくださいね。OK。スロット1。Wow, I'm broke. Jarvis, obliterate that twink. What the hell is down here? I don't know, also just, no matter what media you interact with, there's always going to be words that you can pick out and learn, or anything. ミッションキーを手に入れた。これで扉のロックが削除できるわ。ロックが削除されました。ああ！
行くわよ、コスモス。
噛んでいる敵に対しては、残酷のロック攻撃で攻撃します。四国の攻撃は選べないので注意。Oh, wait, Cosmos is full health. Okay, we're rocking it. Uh-oh. That was a lot of damage. Okay. Blast him. So anyway, I started blasting. How do I not get obliterated? Is Is there like something around here that I can just blow up? Obliterate this twink. I mean, I feel like I should fight them just for experience, right? Like, I don't know. Huh.
どうした？コスモスのメインフレーム上に新規ネットワークが構築されています。今までにない反応ですね。それにしてもすごいな。こんなスピードで成長するのって見たことがない。見てくださいよ復習に。エンセフェロンのマップの一部が変化を始めてますよ。こいつ。
Well, she's dying.
アレン君、これからターゲットとの交戦に入ります。データ取りよろしく。
そんな主演はコスモスの近くを曲がりしてるんですよ。こんな不安定な状況下で戦闘行為だなんて危険すぎます。
大丈夫、まだいけるわ。
大丈夫って主任。
She's getting obliterated.
オートセーフティー解除。全ターゲットを破壊します。
Well, let's Aguas. And then, I don't know. Blow. Ox King. That's me. Ox, ox, ox. Yeah, get fucked, idiot. Oh, did I win? Oh, easy. Cake, dude. I'm so good at this game. Rosa Gisto. What in the fuck is a Gisto?
これならいけそうね。ターゲット、リアルモードへシフト。ヒルベルトを試します。
主任、メニューにない行為はしないって。
コスモス、ヒルベルト発動。
了解しました。ヒルベルトエフェクト発動します。
What in the world?
状況は
エンセフェロンに異常。これはまずい。いつ崩壊してもおかしくない状況です。
本当か主任は。主任、そこは危険です。早く戻ってください。
待って、まだもう少し。
主任、
辺縁系に神経インパルス発生。キンドリングです。
もう限界だ。プログラム強制停止。主任を引き戻せ。
了解。プログラム強制停止します。停止信号拒絶。宇月主任から上位割り込みがかけられていて、こちらからでは制御できません。
なんだって。
エンセフェロン崩壊まであと10秒。復讐に
そったね。
Oh? Girl? Who the fuck are you? I'm gonna shoot you. Pew pew. Curry. Curry on.
主任は
Oh my, he just fucking yonked her.
大丈夫ですか？
ありがとう。ちょっと粘りすぎちゃったかな。アレン君？
こういうのもうこれっきりにしてくださいよ。生きた心地しませんでしたよ。
ごめんごめん。でもおかげでいいデータ取れたと思うわ。それに
The hell?
何かあったんですか？
なんでもないの。さあ急いでデータの解析始めましょう。今日が締め切り。そろそろ上から催促が来る頃だわ。
What in the fuck was that? What were those characters for Shimekiri? Hold on.
非常時に備え各自所定のエリアに戻ってください。繰り返します。
What in the hell? What? That is so weird. What? What? That's strange. So where's the part where, like, I get obliterated or whatever that, like, is story motivation?
全艦ゲートアウト完了。
主機関抜き足モードへとシフト。
Guess
以
it's
降
here.
現中域離脱まで継続します。
現中域離脱予定時間は絶対基準時で22日1300 7時間16分30秒後となります。
次の UMN コラムまで7時間36分。それまで周辺中域からのゲートジャンプは使用不可となります。
Oh, he's evil. He has a mustache. He is definitely evil.
はい。次のコラムが最後のゲートジャンプとなります。あと少しの辛抱です。
ここまで来れば大丈夫ですよ。コラム間は統計的に接触率低いですし、それにここには小惑星も多いですから、奴らから艦隊を隠すには都合がいいです。
気楽なもんだな。小惑星なぞ気休め程度にしかならんぞ。
すみません。
辛辣だな、アンドリュー中佐。何かあったのか？
いいえ、別に。
例の物体を回収してから10日、緊張の連続でしたからね。通信可能域までもうしばらくかかりますし、中佐のお気持ちわかります。
うん。
艦長、差し支えない範囲で結構なのですが、教えていただけないでしょうか。今作戦の当初の目的は西団連邦政府指揮下惑星消滅事件の調査および調査隊の護衛であったはずです。それがあの物体を回収してからその様相が一変したように感じられます。一体何なのですか、あれは。
さて、調査隊からは何の報告も受けていないからな。ただ先日伝えた奴らもあの物体を狙っているらしいという情報だけは確かだ。 やもちろん非公式なものだがね。
回収の際何名か犠牲者が出たとの噂もありますが。
それが事実だとしても我々に知る権利はない。もともと調査隊は別の命令系統で動いているし、我々に対して下された命令書にも当該中域にて何らかの回収物が存在した場合、全ての事象よりもその確保を最優先とすと書かれていただけだ。
全ての事象と言いますと？
我々の命よりもという意味だ。
そう脅すな。まあ西端連邦政府としてもそのくらい重要な作戦ということなのだろう。気を引き締めて頼むぞ。
そうですね。そのための艦隊全装備の刷新だったわけだし、加えて本艦には有事の際の切り札も配備されてますからね。
ああ、そうだそうだ。その切り札なんだが、その後状況はどうなっている？
本日報告データ A7 の提出が予定されています。
A7 か。実動まであと一つ。ようやくといったところだな。注意。すまんが宇月主任に報告データが整い次第ブリッジへ来るよう伝えてくれ。それとこれまでのデータも提出するようにと。
了解しました。
Is M for Marcus?
切り札ってまさか例の戦闘用アンドロイドのことですか？
そうだよ。知らなかったのか。
本気だったんだ。
当初の予定より進捗だいぶ。
Ah, thank you for the tiny bit of furigana of Shinchoku.
2年前の起動試験では人死にもあったそうじゃ。
Out of, I feel like out of like all of the
しか
words.
しアンドロイドとはまた随分と穴黒ですね。自分は時代小説で読んだことがあるだけですよ。
Of like all the words
切り
that
札と
could
言っ
have
ても
used
所詮は
it.
検体だからな。あれ一体
Like, why that specific one?
結局のところあちらさんも箔つけたいだけなんだろうさ。解雇趣味の道楽だよ、道楽。
コマーシャルモデルだって配備実績があるとないとじゃ大違いですしね。
無知こそ至福の喜びというが、そうらしいな。
中佐、
羨ましいってことさ。
He's evil. Honestly, I'm placing everybody here as evil. They all seem evil. Whether or not I'm justified, we'll see later. But right now, everybody sucks. That's my stance on this.
了解しました。30分後にそちらに出頭します。
早速来ましたね、出頭命令。
でしょ？私の鑑定結構当たるんだから。
宇月主任、これ提出するデータです。他には？
ありがとう。これだけでいいわ。あとは何とかするから。
Uh-huh.
主任、よろしいですか？
何？
軍はコスモスの実動データを求めています。よろしいのですか？いつまでもシミュレートデータだけで。
それ言われると痛いんだけどね。でもできることならこの子にはいつまでも素敵な夢を見ていてほしいんだ。
主任、シミュレーターではあれだけ無茶をされるのに、実動となるとなぜ途端に慎重になるのですか？自分は早くコスモスが稼働している姿を見たいです。せめてフェーズ3までやられてみてはいかがでしょうか？
フェーズ
慎重で十分いけ
3。
るはずです。
模擬戦筐体でフェーズ3もなかろう。わざわざお姫様を起こす必要はないよ。はい、これ2局からのコスモス装備要項。連中を納得させる一助にはなるでしょ。
サンキュー。気が利くね。
サンキュー。気が利くね。あ、fuck。気が利く。気が利くね。おわよ。ということで、主任。MWS と AGWS の使い心地はどうでした？ エンセフェロエンセフェロン内で作られた単なる秘密データですけど、結構、ハリー力があったでしょ。どちらも今回のテストで問題なければ、あとは実用モデルを使った実動試験を残すのみですね。そうね、なかなかいい具合よ。特に MWS は私にぴったりって感じだわ。何か、作ため的 I don't know how to read. なものを感じるけど、まあ、MWS に関しては、みゆき、みゆき、I can't, oh my god. みゆきちゃんがいろいろ動き回ってるって話ですからね。また、なんか、出ますよ、きっと。それと、コネクションギアのデータも、本社に送ってもらえるかな？今回使用した。Where's the part where I just give up on reading? Is that now? No. I've only been playing for an hour. We can't give up yet. カヨのプラグインがあったじゃない。あれも今のテストデータをもとに製品にするらしいから。まったくコスモスのテストにかこつけて何でもかんでもI've heard that expression before. どういう意味だろう。何でもかんでもall sorts of things. That makes sense. 何でもかんでも押し付けてくるんだから。向こうも予算の問題とかいろいろありますからね。しようがないですよ。Okay. 主任。何か知性があるのは分かりました。でも昨日目的を果たしてこその会議機会だと思います。コスモスもその機能をすべてできることが彼女にとって一番の幸せではないでしょうか。Where did the twink that was up here go? Where is he? Did he just... Where in the map did he go? You're not a twink. You're a woman. あら、ジャニス。休憩？主任、お疲れ様です。主任も少し休んだらどうですか？あんまり、ぶっちゃ、ばかりしてると、体が、持ちませんよ。ありがとう。でも、あと一息。一息だから、大丈夫。そんなに心配しないで。そうですか。なら、いいんですけど。そんな頑張り屋の主任にとっておきに正常がありますよ。本当は内緒にしておきたかったんですけど、主任気づいてくれそうにもないから仕方ないので教えちゃいます。とっておきのエンセファロン内の赤いベクターボックスがThis is just tutorial stuff. されてるのは知ってますよね。赤いベクトボックスって実験用の 霧の入れているやつよね。そう、それです。で、そのボックスの中に働き詰めの主任の空をねぎらうプレゼントを用意しておいたんですよ。本当ならさっきの実験で取ってもらえると思ったんですけど、あの様子じゃ。そんな暇なかったようですから。主任ならきっと気に入ると思いますよ。Wow! I got nothing out of that. Let me down. Why do I run like this? I feel like I'm running in slow motion. Oh wow, a save point. Okay. So now where do I go? You! 主任、もう一度、軌道実験をやってみますか？ What is that? I've never seen that kanji before. 漢字。出したアイテムがあるのでしたら、取りに行くことをお勧めします。きっと現実世界でもいいことありますよ。Nah, I'm fine. So, is that... Huh? 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 They're like a map? ネットワークにアクセスする。What type of network? I thought the game crashed there, I'm gonna be honest. That sound did not seem good. Is this like actual internet? 設置されているプラグインのリスト。What is this? が難しく感じたとき。That's a lot of word. Oh, it's tutorial shit. This is kind of banging music, though. Character. That's me. Éter. Okay, so that's ether. Éter. Éter. That doesn't really change much, but... Oh! And then I can... Okay, interesting. Is there like a door? Can I leave? Can I get out of here? Door. Itterashai. The dude at his computer chuckling. I felt that on a spiritual level. Who are you? Map. Uh-huh. So I'm there. Where am I trying to go exactly? Daiichi Tsuro. Where am I trying to go? ブリッジは確かエレベーターで上に上がったとこだよね。I'm guessing it's the yellow question mark. Well, no, because it's elevator. I need to go up. This is the map of the first floor. Okay. We're off. Or not. メールの着信 Again, I thought it crashed again. That sound is... It... God! God! Oh my god. ベクタコムはこの度コネクションギアの新製品リオス 680RR とリオス 650RS を発表しました。コネクションギアに求められる UMN アクセスノードへの接続性能の解除を供しました。プラグインモジュール機能。プラグインWhat's the purpose of me reading this? プラグインによっては良質なハードウェアの機能そのものを制御することも可能です。高解像度の次元立体ホルモニターベクタコムのコネクションギアの利用する新しいバージョンの That's a word そうねでもどうされるまでもなく私のコネクションギアはまさにその利用数 680RR なのでした。コネクションギアを使えば UMN と常時ネットワークを確立して移動多種多産ような正常を得ることができるの。UMN って生体年齢ファクのノベルこの世界では2つの重要な役割を持っているよね。一つは空間。Is this the part where I just give up on reading? It very well could be. 交通インフラ。Oh man. Oh man, he's yapping. He's yapping. That's a lot of words. もしても一つか。Remember that JP meme? Never give up! UMN の持つ乗客小数を利用した大手のネットワークシステムを通しての規制 That's a lot of words. Too bad I can't read them. Yeah. That's a lot of words. Wait, hold on. It's like the That's a lot of words. Too bad I can't read them. Unus Mundus. Among Us? Mundus Network. Unus Mundus. What? UMN. Unus Mundus. What does that even mean? ネットワークを利用するため私たちはあなたのようなプロキュレーターと呼ばれるエージェント視界の AI に AI? No! I thought I could get away from it in this game. Wait, it's a technology, JRPG, futuristic I'm not even gonna vaguely pretend that I was not expecting science. Because quite truthfully, I feel like if you play a game like this, you have to expect science, right? Right!ナビゲートを任せているのよね。
まあね。それじゃあ早速プロキュレーターとしてどうしようかな。メールについて少しフォローしておこう。着信したメールは新しいものが古いメールの上に詰まっていく。リストの先頭は上に最新のメールが表示されるってわけ。They're both explaining things to me that I've already figured out.
アイテム柄のリストとは並ぶ側が異なるから注意しないといけないわね。
それとメールによってお返信を求めるものがあるから注意してね。大抵のメールは返信できる期間が制限されるから早めに返信した方がいいね。
そうね。なるべく早く返信するようにしましょう。
それと
How the fuck do you actually... How do you say square? How do you say square? How do you say square? Square. Square. No. Geometry. 正方形. There we go. Shikaku. That's the word. I was right. No, I wasn't. No, I was. Fuck you.
四角ボタンでメールの要件にジャンプすることができるから、これも定常活用してみてね。そういえば第一開発局から AGWS はキャラクターの整備についてのチュートリアルメールが届いてるはずだから、わからないことがあったら見てね。
了解よ。
あと、エンセファロンのテストで使ったコネクションギアの機能だけど。
Dude. プラグインのこと、マップ上の特定の不造ものを迂回する機能ね。今回のシミュレーションによるテストにHold on. I know this word. It means to pass. I know the meaning of the word. 合脚I'm suffering the ultimate rot. What time is it? I should not be trusted to read Japanese this late. To pass. Test. Pasu. Ah, thank you, Jisho. You're great. Oh. Yeah. It's here. Hold on. Gokaku. That's the word. Yeah. 合格していれば実際に使うことができるわね。
多分テストは満点合格だろうね。そのうちどこかで。
Okay, this is like the 7th time I've seen this word. We gotta look it up. Yaburu. And then that's like. No, it's slightly different than Yopara. Wait, what? Not Hakai. What is it? Am I gonna have to manually search radicals on Jisha then? Okay, so it has a 9 and a 10. What's 9 plus 10? 21. 21. You. Hasai. Hasai Puraguin. Puraguin.
渡してもらえるんじゃないかな。おっと、それはそうと。人に会いに行かないと。
そうね。Dude. I'm starting to suspect that this game may be above my level.
会いにブリッジへ行きましょう。
I'm not reading that. I mean, we are nearing the time that I've been ending streams lately. So maybe that's why I'm going brain rot mode.
世話女房ぶりも板についてきたじゃないですか、副主任。
何にやついてんだよ、富樫。大体なんだその世話女房ってのは。さっさと残りのデータまとめろって。
やってますって。いつもそう言って照れ隠しするんだから。
富樫、なんか言ったか？
何も言ってません。空耳です。
だく。どうした？まだ納得いかないか？
いえ、決してそういうわけではないのですが。
気持ちはわからなくはないけれど、さっきの状況だって見たろ？主任だって慎重にもなるさ。それに、そうか。君は先月転属になったばかりだったな。なら知らなくても仕方ないか。
2年前の事故のことですよね。噂ぐらいは聞いてます。細かい事情は知りませんけど。
だろうな。
Why are we listening to Bossa Nova? Like, I ain't gonna complain, it's banging, but like...
またか。仕方ないな。
No, excuse me.
よかったですね。二人きりになる口実できて。ついでに食事にでも誘ってみちゃどうです？こっちは僕らでやっときますから。
行くときは行かなきゃ。
そんなんじゃないって言ってるだろう。本当にもう。じゃあちょっと渡してくるよ。
頑張って。
頑張って。
He's gonna get assassinated, ain't he?
好き放題言ってくれちゃって。僕だって行けるもんなら行きたいさ。
He's gonna go and try to be the Rizzler, but he's just gonna be like JFK'd or something. Can I blow these up? Damn it. Oh?
いいか、そのたるみが先の事故を招いたことを思い知れ。だがな、六根懺悔の暇など貴様らにはないのだ。いや、この俺が与えん。
He's evil. I'm calling anybody with an M on them is evil.
うちとは正反対のところもあるのね。
Okay. Flashback. Uh-huh. Not space. You mean tell me this isn't only space adventure? You're telling me there are planets in space? Ain't no fucking way.
どうしてもまとめておきたいデータがあったものですから。ケビン先輩こそこの時間までどうされたんです？
Kevin senpai.
明日は早いんですからお休みにならないと。
I always love it when they use the Japanese name suffixes with just normal ass names. Alan Kuhn and Kevin senpai. Always great. Always a great time.
実はある悩み事があってね。なかなか寝つけないんだ。
悩み事
？Yeah, I don't remember where I got it from, but I have Dragon Quest Slime Stress Ball that is just, you just, bam. He's back. Like, I don't want to squeeze it too much because I don't want the face print to come off, but at the same time, it's so squishable. Stress balls are beautiful. They're so perfect, man. Whoever invented them, John Stressball, CEO of Stress Balls.
おはようかい？
朝起きたらやっぱりおはようですよ。
Okay.
そうか。そうだったね。ありがとう。これでぐっすり眠れそうだよ。
よかったですね。
Oh, she's got a thing for
早めに
him.
休んでおくんだぞ。
はい。
She's got the hots for Kevin senpai.
じゃあ、おやすみ。
おやすみなさい。
Okay, so we're getting flashbacks. That's cool.
そうだよね。みんなも早く見たいよね。
How did I get there? What happened? I'm just not paying enough attention. Do I have the attention span for this game? Realistically, no, probably not. Jesus. Japanese using Christian symbolism for like anything is so funny. I love it. Half the time it's literally just, yeah, it looks cool. And you know what? That's a valid reason to do it. I ain't gonna lie. It's a very valid reason to do it. I think doing stuff just because it's cool should definitely be normalized. Like learning how to backflip. I still need to get on that. That's cool as hell. But I'm not there yet. That's just like a buff vision from Marvel shit. Like, what in the world? I'm gonna assume there's more explanation later, but what in the world? Ah, yes, my favorite PNG of heavy machinery in the background. Or is that just a really blurred 3D moment? Wait. No, I can't even go like first person mode to check. I can walk though. I guess this is definitely one of those games where like if you just use the camera to look out of bound, you would very much whatchamacallit, just break everything.
Junin?
アレン君？
アレン君じゃないですよ。主任、肝心のデータ忘れて
Okay, why did it just change?
危ないですよ。ぼーっとして歩いてると。
What?
ごめんね。ちょっと考え事
Why is it blurry? Okay, well, that's why,
どうか
question
しま
mark?
したか？
It's fixed.
気のせいね。きっと。
Nah, dude, this place is haunted. It's the ghosts. It's the ghosts. This place is haunted. So we have technology and ghosts. That's never a good combination, dude. You're just gonna, like, accidentally awaken a sacred evil or some shit. I guess ancient
さ
evil.
っきはありがとね。
まあいいよ。こっちこそすみません。新人にも前もって知らせておくべきでした。ただ彼らの気持ちも理解
I
して
don't
くだ
know,
さい。
man. I don't know.
確かにコスモスへの不安は完全に払拭されてはいないけれど、各自万全を尽くして取り組んでます。みんな早くその目で見たいんですよ。自分たちが成し遂げようとしているものを。その点は僕も同じです。
分かってる。でもやっぱり私は。
主任、やっぱりあの件が。
ああ、そうか。そうなんだ。ごめん。それとはちょっと違うんだけどね。なんでもないの。忘れて。さあ、頑張ってコスモス仕上げなくっちゃ。あ、呼び出し。
またレアリエンの調整ですか？ほんとほどほどにしてくださいよ。他部局の人間が関与するのは一応含む規定違反なんだから。それにブリッジへの出頭どうすんですか？
いいっていいって。まだ時間あるし、どうせ通り道だし、固いこと言わないの。じゃあね。
あ、しまった。仕事終わったら食事誘おうと思ったのに。
Huh, wah wah. Get boned, idiot. Get boned, idiot. Rearia no 調整をでと思って た方が良いわよね。確か部屋の置きっぱなしだったような。取りに行かなくちゃ。部屋はこの通路をまっすぐだったわね。Ooh, can I go in here? Can I steal this? しますか。Yeah.
手動による隔壁の閉鎖が設定されました。本通路は閉鎖されます。付近の会員は隔壁の動きに注意してください。
Did I just accidentally blow up the world? Did I just act? No! I'm locked in. Why? Dude, ain't no way. Ain't no way. You borked it? I borked it. どうしたの敗者。おい。うわ、一体何が分かったんだ。誰か来てくれ。I just accidentally locked some poor dude in. Ain't no way. Sorry, hello Kodo. How are you doing? Welcome in. Hope you're having a lovely Tuesday. Do I need to sit through this long ass? What? Bro's just cowering in fear. Ain't no way. 食べてくれよ。もういじめないでくれよ。もう嫌だよ。お母ちゃん。Bro's calling for his madre. I missed your face. Glad to see you back. I'm glad. I'm happy that you're back to shit too. 18号を発見した。Okay, well, I guess that's not a door I can go in. Dude, I love games that have janky ass run animations so you can just... Ah, shit. 行き過ぎちゃった。私ってば何やってんだろう。I was spinning. I didn't pass it on purpose. I promise. I bought Link's Awakening. Fuck yeah. That's such a good game. Kodo, are you... Steam sale. Steam Summer Sale is coming up on Thursday. Are you hoping to pick up anything there? Why does it keep saying my time is 0? Also, Link's Awakening. Great fucking choice. I loved it. It's a phenomenal game. I'm sure you will enjoy it too. Also, I think Ness is currently playing it. 女性をデートを手に入れた. Oh, there was a bed right there. No, don't rest. Okay, I can't interact with that. We're resting. I'd actually like to play the Monster Hunter Stories games, but I doubt they'll go on sale. I got my hoop and my ep back. Let's go. Oh, bring. あ、メール、みゆきからだわ。一体何かしら? Every single time it makes that sound, I think the game is crashing. Also, oh my god, Kodo, hold up. Speaking of Monster Hunter, hold up. Ugh. Hold up. Is it this? If we run... Why is mine? Okay, PlayStation just kind of chart. Ignore that fact. If you buy a PS2, you buy a Japanese PS2 and a copy, we can, if we figure out online stuff, we can play Monster Hunter 2 together through PlayStation 2's online services. Or I'm sorry, Monster Hunter Dose. If the servers are even still up, no, we'd have to risk copyright infringement shit into a private server, if anything. Same way that Club Penguin happened. Dude, it's so crazy that, like, Club Penguin is fucking down. And, like, Disney just sent a cease and desist to the servers left up and running. It's so crazy how there are, like, live access stuff that, like, companies just, like, kill off whatever. And then, like, somebody else comes, makes private servers, whatever, to, like, keep it alive. And then, bam, cease and desist. Which, I mean, for some of it makes sense, right? Like, with Club Penguin, Disney threw a cease and desist at them once they started, like, trying to profit off of it. Because, like, a bunch of cease and desists were thrown around, but there was one that was, like, staying up and persistent. And then they tried to put ads on it, and then Disney was like, whoa, 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 whoa. If we're not gonna profit off of it, nobody is. Fuck you. And then just killed it off. But I don't know where the but is. There is no but. Long story short, companies are miserable and make poor decisions. 先輩元気してます。エンセフロンでコスモスのテストで並行していった行った MWS 先輩がバトルで使った左腕の武器のことですよ。のデータありがとうございました。おかげで私の大な計画はまた一歩前進。あと必要なのはそう実動試験のみ。そんなわけで Oh, that's okay, that's actually not a lot of words. MWS はそちらに転送しておきました。もうすぐ届くはずです。これでグノシスが詰めてきてもへっちゃらですね。That's crazy. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know what I'm hoping to pick up at the Steam sale. Probably Fatal Frame 5. If they put it on sale, maybe I guess the first mission as well. Because I don't know if you know this, Kodo, but so like for way back when Persona 3 released, back in when did it drop? 2005. Persona 3 released a PS2. 2006. Oh yeah, Fest was 2009. No, Fest was 2007. I'm on crack. Okay, anyways. I'm aware of the answer. Not the answer. Way back when that dropped, they actually... it was a shitty phone... maybe not shitty, but it was a phone game that was developed by Atlas called Aegis the First Mission. It only exists in Japanese. There is no English translation of it. But recently, they put it onto Steam. They ported it for modern devices, and they put it onto Steam. And it is a prequel to Persona 3. That, I guess, is just Aegis beating up shadows and stuff before the events of the game. So, there's that. I don't know anything about it besides Aegis prequel. So popular, she got a prequel and a sequel. What the fuck? There's probably fan translations of it that exist already if you want to just, like, check that shit out. I mean, Toaster Waifu? Toaster Waifu. But it exists, and I'm just making sure that you're aware of it. I doubt it'll go on sale, but it's like $16 on Steam. If you can't understand any of it, then you can... Hold on. I guess first mission English patch. Where's the last time I found actual games yet? Okay, this one is full translation PDF. Playthrough video. There's a video, I found one that exists with English subtitles on it. Look into it for sure. Yeah. What happened? Can I press the button? 大変申し訳ないが、ここは通止めだ。通行止めだ。I've never seen that kanji before in my life. Send it to me when you get a sec. I mean, I'll do it right now. Hold on. Copy page. There you go. There you are. Walk out to the normal kinshi da. 手を触れないように願うよ。ように願うよ。Fuck. 下手にスイッチ、下手にスイッチに触れたら、それだけで荷物を掘り出しそうなんだよな。Fine. はい、このゲートは、封鎖されています。別のゲートを使用してください。Okay. Who are you? すみません、ここは当分通行できません。Okay, I guess I'm going back. Oh yeah, there was the giant piece of terrifying space metal that we stole from space. Hold on, wait, what's back here? Pew! Oh, I can't blow it up. Oh my god, Kodo, did you end up watching the Nintendo Direct? Or not yet? Dude, speaking of the Direct, just like, spoiler warning for those that haven't, like, watched it or anything, but like, dude, the Dragon Quest. そこの女。そこに近づくないというのがわからんのか。今度命令を無視してみろ。常識を。wait、女子供でも悩ませんぞ。Okay. Hold on, wait. I need to actually read stuff that I get. Hold on. This. Wait, so, wait, hold on. I'm a little brain dead. Where the fuck did it want me to go? Also, why is my time still 0? I've been playing this for like an hour and a half at least. Why does it still say no time? I am confusion. Nobutake 包丁であります。別宅への強い上での先業ご迷惑とは存じますが、ご理解願います。Okay, can I like... Why does the run speed feel so slow? There is an up. I can go up. Up dog, as it were. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to go this way. Cool.
どうもビクターです。
ああ、宇月さん。すみません、いつも。
いいんですよ、大尉。みんなにはいつも元気でいてほしいですから。で、どうしたんですか、今日は。
みんな。
はい。
Except incredibly stretched out and pee pee poo poo.
させようとしたんですが、うまく入力できないのですよ。
本当だ、拒絶信号出てますね。どれどれ？
どれどれ？Oh. Do I still? 調整ベッドになっているレアリアンたちを。これはいいんですね。すみません。よろしくお願いします。これでいいわ。どうかしら？めまいとかしない？はい、大丈夫です。我々は戦闘用ですので。代わりだけでも、消耗や税価が、oh my god, dude, I can't read. Really, we're past my Japanese reading ability time. That shit goes away. It's like a bell curve, right? Where I wake up, it's shit. Like throughout the day, I become alert. It's like it like peaks at like noon, 1 p.m. ish, like right there in the middle, and it just slowly tapers down as I just get more and more tired, just more and more exhausted. This is not the kind of game that I should be playing at 10 p.m. 定期的に調整してもらえて本当に助かります。そんな、私なんか大したことしてないわよ。That's not the interact button. I've been playing too much Dragon Quest. 特に情はないみたいだけど、どこが調子悪いの？私、実行やことわざを学習しておりまして、しかし、うまく使いこなすことができます。他の方に笑われてばかりで。と言っても言語中句とかには特に単語がないようでしたし。Definitely not how you read it, but whatever. Do I talk with everybody that's like horse potting? どうかしら？応急周知だけど。はい。適切な表現はできませんが、なんか使いが取れたような感じがします。周囲の風景も明るくなったように感じます。ありがとうございます。Okay. Do I check all of them? どうしたのかしら？精神の発長が振られているわね。wait, is that a was a man? 私、このウォークリンで ウォーク倫理に廃材されてから変なんです。非常に精神的な落ち着きがなくなり、体に、微細な敬礼が起こるようになったのです。敬礼。That is 敬礼, right? Like I'm reading that right? 敬礼. No, I'm not reading that right. It means, hold on. Right. Hidden. Oh, I was close. I was like one sound off. Hidden. が起こるようになったのです。この波形の感じ。もしかすると、戦闘に対する恐怖心からかしら。Can I just leave? あら、すべての、調整を終わせなくちゃ。さあ、お仕事。You. 最近、特定の人物とのコミュニケーション中に、昨日、外在が起こるのです。どっちか、しくなったり、That was 作業が出たり、発音がうまくできなくなったり。それは確かに変ね。OS にバグでもあるのかしら。That's not the interact button, dude. あなたは以外、安定してでは特に問題はないわよ。了解しました。では。任務に戻ります。ちょっと待って。もう少し喜んでもいいと思うんだけど、感情表現がうまくいかないのかしら。There, I talked with all of them.
一応調整しておきましたけど、戻ったら一度本社3局まで連絡してください。そちらで本格的なカウンセリングを受けられた方がいいと思いますから。
Oh my god.
わかりました。しかしすごいですね。コスモスの開発だけでなく、レアリエンのメンタルケアまでできるなんて。専門のカウンセラーでもなかなか難しいと聞きますが。
そんな全部上司からの受け売りですよ。私一人じゃ何もできません。それに本当は私こっち志望だったんです。実は今の仕事が終わったら転属願い出そうかなって思ってるんですよ。
ベクター第一開発局はエリート中のエリート集団と聞いています。そうそう入局できるものではないのでしょ。それなのに転属希望なんですか。
家族からもなんでお前みたいなのが一局に配属されるんだ、きっと手続きミスかなんかに違いないってよく言われてますし、自分でもそう思います。それに彼らのこともっとよく知りたいんですよ。
そんな連中を知ったところでどうなるもんでもなかろう。
バージル注意。
A music cue like that. He's evil. He's evil. I know I've been saying that's Draco Malfoy, but space pirate. Like
匂いだ。匂いだよ。この嗅覚神経にこびりつくような据えた匂い。なあ、あんたも感じないか。吐き気を催させるこの匂いだ。
何を。
いい加減にしないか。少佐から事前に指示はあっただろう。今回の作戦はエイグスとレアリエンとの相互支援も目的としているんじゃなかったか。 それをお前は。
相互
What,
支援
what,
だ。
oh?
やつ
What's
ら
that about
実
this?
戦で使える保証もない戦闘用レアリエントの相互支援なんざ俺は願い下げだぜ。
お言葉ですけど、彼ら戦闘用レアリエンは優秀な兵士。
彼らたかが備品を人間扱いかい。
それ問題発言ですよ。彼らには私たち同様知性も感情も備わっているし、それにレアリエンの基本的人権は4763年に制定されたミルチア憲章で謳われているはずです。
おためごかしか。ヘドが出るぜ。表面上いくら人道主義を気取ったところで、お前さんたちにとっちゃ備品は備品だろうに。いや、商品か。
私たちは彼らを備品扱いも商品扱いもしてません。
ならなぜ戦闘用レアリエンなんてカテゴライズがされてるんだ。それこそ商品扱いしてる証だろう。何を言ったところで、所詮は戦の道具。それに知ってるぜ。お前さんたちには商品管理用の緊急制御コードがあるってな。
Oh, he's a bitch. He's a bitch.
お前まだ。
Ah, he's definitely evil.
なんだよ。
注意のおっしゃる通り、確かに我々は商品として製造され、そのための教育を施されました。ですが、私は今のこの仕事に誇りを持っています。それは誰に強制されたものでもない、私自身の意思なのです。
Oh, he didn't like that. Oh no. He's evil. What? He has an M on him too. They're all evil. They're all evil.
まあいい。せいぜい今を享受しておけ。そのうち分かる時が来る。この俺のようにな。
Ugh. I'm like, is it bad that I just haven't marked like a single important looking character as not evil? Like, should I be marking literally every single fancy design character as evil? Like, I don't know, man.
すみませんでした、うずきさん。
Why did you give me a... Why did you put me out of a cutscene? Just to let me continue and walk into a cutscene.
お知り合いなんですか？
Bro, what?
あいつとは士官学校の同期でね。以来、腐れ縁ってやつですよ。ミルチアです。
What?
そうですか。
I don't get it.
それで
I don't get it.
そうですよね。三曲死亡なら知ってて当然ですね。
Oops, all cutscenes.
故郷がミルチ
I guess.
今はもう誰も近寄れない
I mean, I'd preferably like a little bit of gameplay with my cutscenes, but maybe that's just asking too much, especially out of a JRPG. Like, oh man, why in the world would I want to play my game? Why would I want to play my game?
いえ、いいんです。
いえ、
私たちにとって忘れてはならないことですから。彼らのためにも。
No, no, her boobs are ringing.
いけない。ブリッジに出頭するの忘れてた。ごめんなさい。また後で見てあげるからね。それじゃあ。
Uh-huh. Well, this is in fact the bridge. That's dangerous. 目が届いているよ。 Who is this from? Database Service Kaishi. Omega Byte Store. Omega Byte Store. I can read. Xenosaga. まあ。この度は、オメガバイトストアのデータベースサービスの申し込みいただき、誠にありがとうございます。うずき様のご利用データベースの確保が完了いたしましたことをお知らせいたします。このサービスはお客様の携帯されたネットワーク、コネクションギアのインスペクター機能を使い、特定の情報のみを取得し、I don't know words。セントラルサーバーに常時していくサービスです。That's cool。インスタカテゴリーとしてズキ様はグノシスとキーワードをご指定されました。本サービスをご利用になるには、このメールにされているデータベースプラグインを保存する必要があります。プラグインとは、お使いのコネクションギアに新しい機能を追加するための仕組みです。うずき様のご希望によるデータベースプラグインは、このメールの受信と同時に自動的に保存されました。あとはデータベースプラグインが必要に応じてデータベースにデータを保存します。グノシスのデータ、How long does it go? Main menu UMN データベースキーワード、メインメニュー UMN データベースグノシス。Okay. Thank you. Though I gotta say, this is a vibe. The music is a vibe in this game so far. オメガバイトストアからのメールが来たってことは、今後は UMN からデータベースを利用できるようになるんだよ。なるんだね。ご明察。ところで、ご利用するデータベースとしてキーワードとグノシスを選んだのはなぜ？ちゃんと理由があるんでしょ？もちろん、キーワードを利用しようと思ったのは、これからの会話に登場するキーワードをすべてデータベース化しておいて、後で詳しい内容を確認するためなの。大抵の専門用語には、通しているつもりだけど、たまに私でも意味を知らないようなキーワードが出てきたりするからね。
なるほど。
グノシスは養子のためね。この先、彼などと戦う可能性だって100% ないとは言えないわけでしょ？
そうだね。グノシスとの戦闘は、チケって取れないだろうな。それに、ひょっとしたら、同じ種類のグノシスと何度も戦う羽目になるかもしれないしね。
そうだから、彼などのデータを収集しておくことに、越したことはないって思ったわけ。Why does he have, like, Jumbo Josh spelled on his back? What is this rabbit? What is his goals? There's more reading? How long is this? This is exactly what I just read. To get to that last cutscene, I had to exit out of it. So I had to exit out, get put into a dialogue cutscene, and then just send me back to the mail that I just read so I can X out of it again. Fabulous game design right there. Can I steal anything in here? Save point, rest. You know what? Yeah, save point. It's getting late. I've been live for a while. We're gonna call it here. We're gonna pick it up next time I play the game. Why does it still say I'm at 0 hours? Like, do I not understand what time is in this game? Do I just not know what time is? Time is a human construct. Yeah. We're done here. We're done here. So, yeah, thank y'all for joining me with Xenogears. I apologize for not even attempting to translate that shit. Because truthfully, I did not have the brain power for it. And on top of that, I barely had the brain power to understand it in the first place, so there's that. But yeah, I don't know when I'll be back live, either tomorrow or Thursday. And we'll get back with either Parasite Eve or Persona 3. One of the two. I'm thinking Persona 3. Because then we can get through that faster and then get to playing another Atlas game. Probably Persona 1, to be honest. That's all I gotta say. Thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day, night, morning, evening, dawn, dusk, whatever time it is for y'all. And Discord below where I keep y'all updated on stuff. You can join that if you want. Aside from that though, yeah, I've been Siege. Bye bye.